Hi everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates. Thank you very much for watching our ear wax removal video today. Just one patient in this video with bilateral wax removal. So you can see, looking in this first ear here, now we've got this very soft type of wax here. It's kind of soft and sticky. It's really plugged the ear canal up. You can't see any of the eardrum there at all. So I've introduced a little bit of olive oil in here, which is just going to help with this more sticky type of ear wax. And we're going to peel from this right side here. You've got the standard size ulnar tube in here. You can see as we peel from the right hand canal wall, this section is actually dried out and is quite hard. But as soon as you peel that front section away, you hit this much more sticky, soft type of earwax there. Now that's not always the easiest type of earwax to remove, especially with suction, because what you tend to find is as you pull it, it tends to sort of break away and block the suction up. But we've got a little bit of dry skin we're just pulling on. Look at that pull away there. So that's kind of thicker, drier material there. Is great to get a grip on with this type of wax, and you can give that a good sort of pull on there, and the whole thing will come out then. But when you get this kind of more sticky, thicker, center of a fig roll, fig Newton kind of material you've got going on here, it blocks all that suction up really quickly. So I'm looking for any harder pieces that we can get a good grip on before we start tackling this much softer material. Still pulling down now from the attic, getting rid of all this kind of outer drier edge. I'm kind of hoping that when we pull that out, it's going to draw a lot more of this sticky material out rather than have to suction it in. But it doesn't always happen with this type of wax. You never know. It kind of, as you pull on it, you never know which way that wax is going to move then, unfortunately. But you can see we're trying to roll it at the moment. Use the harder edge to draw it down. So we're going to get the Jobson horn in here now, just above this bit of wax. We're trying to pull it down and forwards, but because it's only an outer section of the wax that's hard, as you pull it, what tends to happen is exactly what's happened here. That harder edge flicks forwards and it exposes that much softer material behind, which is really, really difficult to get a good grip with the Jobson horn. You're just trying to pull through the center of it, which is what's happening here. We've taken some of the harder pieces with it there. We just managed to get a grip on some of the harder section at the bottom and draw that away. There we are. If we take a look now, you can see we've still got this kind of mounted a very soft wax deeper in the canal, very close to the eardrum. And we've hit that softer material, so it's not really kind of bending forwards as it did just a second ago, you'll notice. So we're better off going in here now with the suction, which is going to draw this wax further down the canal. Although it does block up a lot more, because we're working so close to the eardrum, it's really good to use that bit of suction just to draw this down. Thank you to everyone who took part in the poll I put on the last video. I'm going to run the same poll again on this video just in case people missed it from the last one. It's going to help me to determine which way you want this channel to go as far as the look of the videos. So if you want to carry on with this type of video, which is just going to be the standard voiceover, straight into the wax removal, no messing about, boom, straight into it, then please vote to have just the voiceover only. If you want to see me in the corner, we'll still go straight to the wax removal, but just me in the corner so you can see me as I voice this over, then please vote on that one. And please vote, because at the end of this week, whichever of the two different types of videos comes out with the highest number of votes, that's the one we're going to go for moving forward. So you are really influencing the way this channel moves forward as well, please guys, which you've always done, but it just helps me to get some clarity, because I've got to feel kind of really mixed feelings from people at the moment, so I really want to get some clarity on that, so we keep delivering the videos that you guys want to see in the format you want to see it in. So I've put a little bit more olive oil in here. You can see then that we've got this this very kind of sticky wax at the base here. I've put the olive oil in to stop that re-sticking. We've got this little chunk of soft wax sitting. The back end of it's in the valley just in front of the eardrum, and you can see we've got a couple of little lumps on the left hand side of the canal wall there. So we're just trying to draw it from that section. Just trying to lift this up. There you go. Did you see that whole section start to move? There we are. Oh, we broke the bottom section away. We didn't quite get the movement we wanted to that top section. It's still really sticky. Frustrating types of earwax removals, these ones, just because you want the wax to all come away and little bits break away. Now, as we did there, you saw the whole thing start to move, and then you just shear that one section off. There's just not that structure to the wax to draw it forwards. We've hit a slightly harder piece now, trying to hold on to that section. There we go. It's drawing down. There we go. We've got that whole section there is just broken away now. Fabulous. And we'll take a good look in there now. We should see a little bit left. Yeah, there's a little tiny bit there you can see just at the base of the canal. So we'll just hoover some of that up there. Slowly working. Don't forget, if you've watched these videos before, we talk about how sensitive the ear canal walls are. So we're just trying to skim just above it. Light reflexes there, eardrum looks good, so that's absolutely fine. Patient's hearing a heck of a lot better on that side now. Look at the difference in the wax between the one ear and the second ear here. You had that very soft Fig Newton fig roll filling kind of wax. Now look at this, we've got this really hard, dry, lot more structure to this type of wax. Now we talked about the much softer wax being more difficult to suction in, but look what happens when we try and suction this harder type of wax as well, because it's very angular. There's no smooth surface there. The suction can't bed in as well as it should do. Then you do struggle to get a good grip, and because all these pieces are dry together, they're dry and overlapping one another, so it's really hard to get that really good grip in there, and you usually get a bit of dry skin thrown into the mix as well, which is just going to hold that wax in place as well. So I'm just trying to break down that lighter material you see to the left hand side. It's actually a piece of dry skin, so I'm trying to break and loosen that down. If we can get that away, it means it is going to help to get the rest of this out. Sorry guys, I'm talking so much, my mouth's gone dry. Okay, so we're just going in now. This is the Jobson horn going in. We're trying to aim just above these dry pieces of wax now. There we are, trying to roll it forwards, create the gap at the top so we can get back. Right, we've got behind that first section. It's just pulled one of those layers across to the right. So we're going to go back in now, try and get behind that front section. See how it's flicking the little pieces of wax out? So they're all still connected together, but what's happening is it's just flicking the layers forwards, which is going to help us to get behind. We're trying to aim for this bottom section, this bottom layer. If we can get that bit out, then we're going to take a substantial chunk out of here. There we are, just getting that last piece now. Pulling forwards. There we go. So it's just pulled it out. Going to get behind it again, try and draw the next section. I've slowed all this down so you can see what's going on. There we go. You can see the ear canal there. So we've managed to get this chunk out. It's sitting in the base of the canal. So we're just going to take a look. There we are. A few more dry pieces further in there. Now we're working that little bit closer to the eardrum, so we're going to go in with the suction tube. It's picked up a little bit of loose debris there, which just blocked the end of the suction, so we've got to clear that off before we go in next. And you can see it's done the same thing again. So all these little loose pieces now are getting sucked into the machine. Guys, if you are enjoying the video and you are not subscribed already, please subscribe. We will see videos from us every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So we do post new videos every week. And if you are enjoying the video, then please drop us a like as well. That would be fab. So we're just getting these last few pieces now, lifting, just trying to peel away from the canal wall. Look how dry that is on the canal wall there. It's really dried out on there. So we're just taking all these little pieces out, slowly trying to work towards this back section, but we do have to remove all the little loose bits of the front first. You can see it when you get these much drier, flakier type waxes. When you're going in, you are just taking away lots of little pieces because it blocks the suction really easily. If you imagine you've got a flat plate that sits on the front of the suction and you can't get the grip that you need to the pieces behind, you're better off taking the suction out, clearing that off, or you can hold it sometimes just on the inside of the ear canal, and that's just going to help it to sort of suck those little bits in. There we are. All coming away really nicely. Slowly working our way. We're just trying to get to this bottom section. We're trying to loosen everything up around it, but you can see it's all layered in there. So we have to take all the initial sort of front facing pieces out first before we can get to this last section. Just got caught in the entrance to the canal there. It's coming away. Let's take a look behind that now. We've got the neck. See how we very, very slowly chipping away. There we go. So that's that section there to the bottom, going up onto the left-hand side. So you'll still see there's a little bit left on the right-hand side for us to remove. Fingers crossed this should come away really easily if it's loose enough. There you go. So we stayed away from it and just used the suction to draw it towards. That way then we're not putting any risk of going anywhere near the eardrum there. And there's the eardrum. Nice light reflex. Good smooth skin. So you can see what we removed. Look at the color difference in the softer wax to the left hand side there and the much drier wax to the right hand side. So 3¼ inches, 8 centimeters there.